let's say, mental problems for me, and stuff that bothered me, and I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was spending too much time on the computer, which affects me as well right now also, because I'm working 8 hours a day on the computer, and I'm staying a couple of hours right now making other stuff on the computer when I come back from the gym. Even if it's for 30 minutes or for 1 hour, you just added to the 8 that I already spent. I was worried about a bunch of things, and I never could have slept more than 8 hours a day. I can say that for sure, but I was sleeping like, let's say, 4 hours by that time at max. I will wake up a couple of times at night. Sometimes that year I will come back really late at home, let's say at 1 a.m. Because my sister's boyfriend, sometimes we will go to his house and we will spend some time in there or eat something, play some game or something, or watch a movie. And before that, 2017, the 24th of December, my family pissed me off because they think they know so many things. We were speaking about something, I was explaining to them it's correctly done because of this, without making any huge volume of my voice. They were starting to, let's say, loud at me, and this is something that started pissing me off so much. We got, let's say, in a fight. I said some things that I should have said much earlier. I went back to the car. I was spent probably 2 hours, maybe more, in the car listening to music on max. Didn't want anyone to bother me. They really pissed me off. Most of the free time I had spent in 2018, I was playing some game, I was watching movie, I was watching serial, and the other thing I was doing is the workouts, the 365. At 2018, I think I did a couple of PRs, maybe every second or third month I would try to do some kind of PR, or maybe a couple of PRs that month. It was bored as fuck. Somewhere about 2017, the company I was working in, the holding got bought from some people. Things started getting worse at my job. By the end of the year, when we were on a work trip, most likely 80%, 90% of the company was fired. We were left only 6 people to finish the work that was started, and in 2018 March the company was closed. We moved to a new company in a new holding. We were doing the same stuff, but we needed to finish designing the things for the thermal electrical plant. And this is what I'm doing right now as full-time job, sometimes calculating stuff as well. Maybe because of this stress through the in the work, I started having some kind of problems with the sleeping as well, because let's say you are worried that you're going to lose your job, and I can say for sure I had money that I've saved, but it was still worrying me. When we moved to the new company, we had really much job to do. I hardly had any free times. I was working 8 hours a day non-stop without stopping, only for the 30 minutes lunch break to eat the things I said earlier I was eating. Somewhere in September I fucked up my left shoulder too. I'm not sure how it quite happened. I suppose it was When I was doing bench press, my right shoulder was starting to get much better. What I was doing for since November 2017 until that moment, I was doing stretches every morning and after every workout, 7 days a week, uh, 30 or 31 days in a month. All the time I was doing it so I can fix it. I wasn't putting too much pressure on it. And right now, for the past 2 months, I can say I don't have pain in rather any of my shoulders. I'm not working with so high volume, maybe, and so big kilograms for me. Uh, I'm trying to make some kind of slow progress without feeling any kind of pain, doing every movement controlled. And for everything else, for the past 2 months, no matter the time sort of cutting right now, I can definitely say my strength has gained up. The only thing that I don't think is moving, or sometimes it's weekend, are the deadlifts and the squats. That is because I'm probably eating something like 1000 calories less, let's say because that, or because I don't have enough fat as well. I think I'm going to end the video almost in 5 minutes because it's getting too long and I don't want to make it more than 3 parts. These are sort of a couple of the things I was telling you about, and I'm going to speak with a couple of words what all that story I told you. I'm going to say it with a couple of words so it can be much simple, and I can say a couple of things for myself. And after that, I'm going to speak a little bit in the present time, what actually happened the past couple of months, and let's get on it. It's the summer of 2018. The year was bad. The girl I said earlier I met at the beginning of 2017. We were at one carnival at my second BFF city. I said to myself, I will give this second try, see if things could work, because it was easier for me. We sort of knew a little bit about each other through our friends. Our friends already knew each other, and it was just going to be much easier for me. I was thinking of asking her, do you want to go out? At that time, I didn't. The next day, I was thinking of doing that when we got back home. Didn't do that as well. I actually asked her it later that night. I messaged her. She responded the next day. She's explained me why she doesn't want to do this. I was okay with it because it was the best explanation and the righteous way someone told me. I was sort of depressed and pissed off, but I had to deal with it. Got a little bit depressed for sure. Probably started gaming a little bit more again, and on the New Year's Eve, we were going to spend it together with my BFF, his girlfriend, a couple other friends, with my sister and my sister's boyfriend, and his brother, and a couple other people. I started thinking, should I try a bit harder to make her? Because some stuff happened. I won't explain what exactly happened in 2017 with her and one other friend. uh, in the circle of friends. Um, so I decided, because I don't want to piss her off at that point, and I didn't want to mess everyone's New Year Eve because I did something stupid. So I wrote down sort of a long letter, and I made one surprise for her. And a couple of days after the New Year, I went to her school. Was she is graduating. We're speaking right now in 2019. And I said to myself, this year I'm actually going to make some kind of change. This is what I'm doing exactly right now. Also, she was really cool how she reacted to everything. That pissed me off as well, because again she said no, and I promised her that this is one of the little promises I didn't keep in my life, that I won't do anything like that again. And when after a month and something, when Valentine's Day came, I decided to write down a small letter to try my luck again, because we saw each other a couple of times with friends after that moment, and I sort of thought she liked me. That's what I was sort of seeing. It appears I'm wrong, or maybe I'm not. I don't really care anymore. I'm past this. I'm not sorry for the things I did. If I embarrassed her at some point or make her feel confused, I'm proud with myself, because at this area we are not doing so much, let's say, romantic stuff, and I think this was sort of romantic. I only regret that I wrote down some things I shouldn't have said. I crossed the line with some things. I could keep it much simpler. She took the letter. I don't know if she read it. I hope she didn't. I hope she just threw it in the can. It's going to be much better for me. I'm sorry about doing that, but this is sort of what exactly happened. Right now I want to add something I think I haven't said, but something I'm into, because you may have suspected with the stuff with the romantic. Sometimes I like to write down stuff, let's say stories, mini book or something like this. I don't save these things, I just make them. After that, I'm just reading them down, deleting them, and go on with the next. For now, I won't say the year was bad. The year is pretty good right now. For sure, I could say this is going to be one of the best years I will probably have in the last couple of years. As for the vlogs, I'm hoping they're going to end up getting pretty good. For the free time I'm going to be having, I'm trying to make most of the things I want to the end of the year, show some tutorials, so show some meal plans, hopefully start making some kind of programs for people, um, hopefully making some new friends through this vlog, and get more social, find a serious girlfriend. If somehow it happened that this current video is watched by that girl and the girlfriend I was speaking about, I'm just want to say sorry to them for the stuff I did for one of the girls, and stuff I said to her, and for not doing some stuff for the other girl. I'm pretty sorry about that. I'm sorry about my friend who is probably going to watch this just because of me, for disappointing him at some point, because He really tried hard, but in the end, it depends only on yourself, not on the other people. And I never had luck. I Everything I have accomplished and done, I was doing correct, and never had anything just like that coming to me. I always had to work hard for something. Maybe sometimes I didn't work so hard to get something, but always need to do. Uh, and I always had bad luck with ending getting to meet a girl, which we always say is complicated or something of that kind. Just to end the video pretty quick with a couple of words. As I promised, I'm going to say this. Probably it's going to appear on this video or on the first video. I'm going to tell you, if you want to watch a shorter version, not this, I think it's more than 2 hours, something like 3 hours of me recording this. You can watch the last 3 minutes of this video if you want to know the short story of my life. I am an orphan. My dad died when I was 5. My mom died when I was 16. I lost a bunch of other people also when I was little until I got to the age of 21. I almost spent each weekend helping my family on our ranch. Something didn't make much friends for all the years I have left by this moment. I have been training for 11 years, had ups and downs. I have lost games, gained back some. It was confusing at one point for me, what I want my body to look like, what I'm willing to do for it. Haven't used anything like even protein. I'm going to be using something in 1 week from now. I'm going to show you in the next video, I suppose. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I love fitness and things like this, sports. I love to listen to music like 12 hours a day. I am less than a month from becoming an engineer officially. I have worked this since I was 19 until now in the same company. I'm really a big antisocial guy that I can say. I'm trying this to change it right now with the stuff I'm doing right now. I am a gamer. I could say I was a gamer because for the past probably 5-6 months, 7, I'm really gaming really little. I'm trying to spend less and less time on YouTube, on my phone. Just try to focus to make my life better and having plans how to make my life social more. I love to eat. I love some cooking. Don't want to spend more than 30 minutes cooking something, but I love watching how you can make this and this. For me, it's interesting because I love eating. I have never been good with speaking with girls. This is a problem for me. I'm trying to change that in a couple of months. From this year that passed and for the couple of months that we have left, half of the year has passed until now. When I was younger, a teenager to be exact, I had some problems with my hormones. Nobody knows about it. The people who know about it are the ones who are going to watch this video. One thing I also like that I'm doing sometimes in my free time, I'm writing down stuff. That is because I like to watch a bunch of movies, a bunch of videos, a bunch of series that inspires me. I'm not a big of book reader guy, but these are the stuff that I wanted to share with a couple of words about my life. I'm working for quite a bunch of money right now, I could say. I'm making enough money. I'm working pretty hard as an engineer. This is all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and also I'm sorry if something I didn't pronounce right. And for the stuff, most of the time I was saying and repeating a couple of words. Also, for me staring in the monitor to read most of the stuff to just remember what I want to speak about. Basically, this is everything I had to share. Again, thank you for watching. For the stuff you're going to see in the future videos, if you want to be interested in me speaking about current thing, you can comment in any video. I will try to respond as much as possible. In the description below, you're probably going to see where you can follow me, where you can contact me, and that's basically it. Thank you and see you later.